How's it going, everybody? Rybray here today, and we are back with our Buffalo Sabres franchise mode. And before we jump right into this one, I want to say thank you guys that are already in the Discord. But if you're not already in there, link is in the description, especially now at this time where we're pretty much all told to stay inside and not go anywhere. I've been playing ESHL with some of you that are in the Discord. We've been having lots of fun, and you guys have been talking amongst yourselves. It's been great. Lots of some jokes, some memes, stuff like that. So go ahead and click the link in the description, hop onto the Discord, and maybe we'll do some streams like that. If you guys want to see that, leave a like on the video. But without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and keep it rolling here with our season. After winning a couple games straight, I'm liking the way things are looking. Now, one thing that maybe I'm gonna try is getting a +3 on that first line. Trying to get some guys up there who, just fit the first line. So we get a +3. Middlestat fits. Here we go. Johansson, I don't want him playing there. We'll put Maroon down there on the bottom line. And I think I need to find a replacement for Asplund. He's a -20, and Scott Wilson's a -15. So we need to just find some guys. Oh, wow. Jesus, that would really tank. Okay, so we're going to leave the +1 there. But we'll put the +3, so Jack Eichel's a 94 and Skinner's an 88 now. I don't think any of these other guys fit on the first line. Middlestat does. If I put Jack Eichel on the second line, yeah, wow. Definitely not going to do that. But we're just going to make that one change. Tage Thompson up, Marcus Johansson down. Johansson, not exactly the best scheme fit. Cousins is a great third liner. Sheary is actually a really good second liner. Wonder if he'd be better. Oh, wow, he would be better then. Okay, so if we put Reinhardt at center here, that would get a +3 too. Okay, I'll take it. I think Cousins has been playing well, though. I don't want to... Actually, he's been playing okay. We need kind of something to shake it up. We'll try and maximize Sam Reinhart here, too. Get him up to an 89 with 2 85s on his wings. But again, I just don't think we're quite the team yet that... somehow we made the playoffs last season, or made the Stanley Cup Finals last season, I should say. I'm not exactly sure how, but we're going to make a quick move. Maybe I want to go find somebody better than Tage Thompson to fit on our first line, although he fits pretty darn well. Like, he's a really good fit. The only problem is Jack's not a great fit for that first line, comparatively. He's a better fit for the second line. So, I don't know. I'm going to go take a look and see if I can find somebody to put here on the first line instead of Tage Thompson, somebody that fits our scheme. Right wing power forward, ideally. Or maybe a playmaker. I wonder if a playmaker would be better up there. I know we just took a look at somebody who fits on the first line. Casey Middlestat does. He's a playmaker, right? Yeah, he's a playmaker. I think the power forward is a better fit, although he's not as good of a fit as Tage Thompson is. But it still should be pretty close. If I wanted to maximize Casey Middlestat, I could. But none of these guys really make any sense for me. Asplund's a great second liner. I could put him on the second line. But I'm not going to do that because we're going to replace him and send him down to the AHL. So we'll try and find a first line right winger better than Tage Thompson. Because we do have some assets, and I think it's time to just tweak the team a little bit. We're on the cusp. We're actually in a playoff spot, I believe, right now. Yes, we are. But only 5 points out behind the Panthers, 11 points behind the Leafs. We have 3 games in hand on them, so that's what, 6 points? We're 5 points behind them. So we're still right in it. Anything can happen, so we'll go ahead and do a player search here. Try and find a power forward that'll fit our scheme. So we'll go ahead, forward, player role, player type, power forward. Just because I want to maximize our chemistry, especially for that first line. Maybe somebody 83, 84. We'll do 83 because I'm sure we'll see above that as well. But if we go to trade value, least Nick Ritchie has the least amount. Alex Tuck here, though. Nick Ritchie not signed to an extension, so we'd have to sign him. He's got really cheap value. He would fit perfectly on our first forward line. I think Nick Ritchie might be the guy we want to go after. Nick Ritchie, 83, 25, medium top 6. Really cheap contract. We'll keep scrolling through here, seeing if anybody fits the scheme. Not really sure about the West Coast. Jamie Benn would, but that seems like a lot. Gabriel Landeskog, Anthony Mantha, Mark Stone would, but he's pretty expensive. I mean, he's legitimately like what we need. But I don't like the top 6 designation. I like to know what line guys are going to slot into. So Nick Ritchie, we're going to trade for Nick Ritchie, put him on our first line with Jack Eichel. 83 overall, power forward, fits on our first line and the penalty kill, which is nice. And he's playing on their fourth line. That's a rip. I'm sorry, bud. Let's go ahead and rescue him. Skaters matching the block. Who do they want? Bilesma here. Erickson. You know what? Erickson could be a good deal. He's 20 and he's only 65, so we'll throw that on. That looks just about even. Let's see if we can throw in a pick. I don't want either Josh Manson or Cam Fowler, I don't think. Unless we want to make this an absolute blockbuster. He's a defensive defenseman. He would fit on third pairing. They would both fit on our third pairing. Don't want either of them. So let's go ahead and throw in a draft pick. Probably not going to get a third, so we'll start with a fourth. Nick Ritchie and a fourth for Erickson. Trade accepted. Beautiful. I love to see that. We'll go to roster moves. I'm sorry, Will Borgen. Just disappointed that one of his buddies is gone. Asplund is now going to be gone. In the system. Is Nick Ritchie in the system? Of course he's in the system, because why wouldn't he be? Probably because we traded an AHLer for him, so that would make sense, I guess. We're going to go ahead and hit best lines here and let the computer do stuff real quick. And then Nick Ritchie, +3 up there, and he's an 83. That makes me feel a lot happier inside. Middle stack. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm cool with this. Marcus Johansson. It might be the end of Mojo in Buffalo, or maybe it's the end of Connor Sheary in Buffalo, because Connor Sheary, there's not really a place for him. I'd rather keep Olofsson there. I wonder if a power forward on that second line would give it more of a boost. I don't know. It's not worth trying to boost our second line that high. But Connor Sheary could be trade bait, just because he's listed as a second line forward. As Olofsson's listed as a third line scorer, maybe Olofsson on the third line would work. It doesn't work chemistry wise, unfortunately. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. I'd rather keep Marcus Johansson there as well. Ooh, wait, timeout. And there we go. There we go. Now I got it. So Connor Sheary, Cousins, and middle stat. Playmaker, power forward. You know, maybe I could make Connor Sheary a sniper, or one of these guys a sniper. Maybe that would work. I don't know what would work. But I don't know what these. I think these guys like. What do they like? Cousins and Middlestat like overload. I think our coach does overload there. Scott Wilson instead of Sheary. I mean, Maroon there as a what? Maroon's a power forward. So 2 power forwards and a playmaker as a good fit. It seems. Middlestat's just not a good fit. Is anybody else a better fit? See, Connor Sheary's not the problem, though, on that. It seems like Middlestat's the problem. But until Middlestat can become good enough where I would legitimately play him on one of these lines here, we're just gonna suffer there. Defensively, still gonna keep rocking this with Yokiharu there, I think. I want to keep giving him more ice time. Scott Wilson is also a huge... big ol' minus with -15. So maybe I want to find I don't know, a two-way forward to play on this line right here. Playmaker, power forward, two-way forward. Does a sniper help? Does Skinner? I mean, Skinner would help. So it's a sniper or a two-way. I don't know. Do we even have any two-way forwards? I don't think I have any two-way forwards on the team, which is great. Scott Wilson is a two-way forward. What position is he? He's a left winger. So yeah, it seems like a sniper is what I need. I need a third line sniper. Best lines down here in the AHL. Ouch, that hurts. Ruotsalainen. We'll put Brett Murray there. A high AHL top 6, whatever. Asplund is down in the minors now. Jeez, bud. Sorry, but yeah. Just couldn't have you in the NHL anymore. Will Borgen kind of solves the problem here. Nelson. Yeah, you know what? We'll leave that with the +3 on the bottom. It's the only thing that makes it usable. Goalies, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, and Michael DiPietro. So 2 really stud goalies down there in the AHL. Maybe one more move, or we'll see how this plays out. And then if I need to replace a guy like Sheary or Scott Wilson, I will. But if I can find a guy that fits, I actually have a guy in mind that might fit. I was messing around with our, just looking at trades. Holy crap, there's still a hopeful? How are you hopeful, Arizona? Oh my God. Okay. Are there any bad contenders? I wouldn't call that bad. I wouldn't call any of this bad. a 500 contender. They still want to give away their first. I don't know what it would take to get their first, but they're 500. Oh, a below 500 contender here in the Blue Jackets, but Jesus, they're a hopeful. They're not too hopeful in my book. Rebuilder, hopeful, contender. There we go. The Nashville Predators. Skaters matching the block. Do they have... Is he on the block? Maybe? No, he's not on the block. Evgeny Dadonov, though, could be interesting. I don't want Kyle Turris in that contract. Kelly Yarncrook in that contract could be interesting, but I need a sniper. He is a sniper. He would fit in our top 6. Not exactly what I want. I want a guy who can fit in our bottom 6, and I think I know who would. He's not on the Predators anymore. Where did he go? I think he's... Did he go to the Wild? Did he go to the Wild is the question. Zemgus. Zemgus, you want to come back, Zemgod? We have no clue where he'd fit. That's great, even though he's a former player. He was literally just here. There he is, Craig Smith. What he signed to? 1 more year at that. That's real cheap. He would fit in our bottom 6. I mean, I think I got to do it. He's a two-way forward. He would fit in our bottom 6, though. Maybe I want a sniper. I don't know. But Craig Smith would probably not take much to get. If we go to rookie skaters, I don't know. Throw them. Oh my God, Olvedstad for Smith. Probably not going to go through. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to go through. Not going to give up Setter Quick Fist, but how about Rusek and Olofstad? Okay. Oh, they want somebody that meets their trade block. I see you. Skaters matching the block. Lyle's here. 18 at 51, and I'll keep Olofstad and maybe get a pick out of the deal. Somebody's just going to replace Scott Wilson. Draft picks. How about you give me... I'll try the 3rd. Why not? Trade rejected. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to happen. So we'll try and get a 5th out of the deal, too. Scott will... this is a bunch of just matching... Trade accepted. Oh, wow. Okay. Nick Ritchie has gained morale because of locker room interactions. Interesting. Casey Middlestad has lost morale because I gave away a prospect. Are they afraid that they're going to be replaced? Guys, don't worry. You're not going to be replaced. It's Connor Sheary who should be worried. Of course he's in the system, too. Well, you know who should really be worried is Scott Wilson because he's going to get traded. Or not traded. He's just going to get sent down to Rochester. And we'll take Scott Wilson. We'll go to in the system. We'll bring up Craig Smith. Beautiful. Confirm. Go back to this. Edit lines. Scott Wilson was sent down. I think it's kind of a waste of Connor Sheary. I mean, all these guys are listed as... These are all second liners is the problem. Like, Cousins is a second liner. Middlestad is a second liner. Sheary is a second liner. So Sheary would make it work still, but I'd rather keep Johansson just because he's straight up better. Craig Smith, substitute in all lines. There we go. And see, yeah, he would fit. And Connor Sheary on the 4th line is not something I really want to do. We're only rolling 3 lines, though, so Sheary would not see any ice time. But we just needed to fix that bottom 6. Richie now is here to play on the 1st line, which means Olofsson and Johansson and Reinhart all slot into a more fitting second line role. Defensively, still gonna look the same. If only Gustafsson was a righty, because I think that would work perfectly, because they're all 2AD. All I have are 2AD. Interesting. And then special teams here. Wow, okay. Second unit's a +3. Why is Skinner not on the first unit is my question. Middlestad. Who is not a fit? Middlestad is... Wow, Middlestad's a great fit. Risto's not a great fit. Okay. Dahlin, then, instead of Risto? Dahlin is a better fit. You know, yeah, we'll do that. We'll put Middlestat there. That's actually a good spot for Middlestat. We'll have Mojo take face-offs. It's the power play. I'm not too worried because I think we've run the umbrella. But I think that should be good. Actually, does Nick Ritchie fit? I wonder if Nick Ritchie fits. But you know what? Yeah, we'll substitute Marcus Johansson for Nick Ritchie. Changing current line. Does he fit? He's not a fit, but we're still positive there. Connor Sheary, I've got to give him some ice time. Mojo's getting the natural ice time. I got to just give these guys any kind of ice time. Nick Ritchie is a fit. Dahlin, wow, okay. I did not think that would be a negative for a bunch of... It doesn't... So Nick Ritchie's the only guy that fits our penalty kill. Okay, so it's the same system all the way throughout. So what if we did Thompson and Richie up there? Okay, it's even. You know, we'll keep it like that. Cousins can stay on the penalty kill. Ouch. Not great. Nobody. Okay, so yeah, whatever. It's 3-on-3, 5-on-3. Hopefully we don't go 5-on-3 a lot because that's not going to work. But that's all the trades I am going to make for today. I think we've really optimized our roster now. I think just everybody's kind of playing in a good role for their overall. Connor Sheary, I mean, the third line is listed as second line skaters, but they're not good enough. They're just not good enough to play on the second line. So let's go ahead and go to the end of the month here. We got what, like 7 games? 6-0 win. That's a great start. 3. Oh, there we go. There's 3 more wins in a row. Nick Ritchie's debut streak ends with a loss, but then 2 more wins back to back, and we have officially pushed ourselves into second in the division. If you guys caught that. Let's go ahead and go another. Yeah, there's not a lot of games here in this month, especially because of that Christmas break, the holiday break, versus Edmonton. We get some revenge for the Stanley Cup final. Don't think I want Jeff Carter. I think the team's playing well. Wow, yeah, no, I don't want to change anything. This team, we are rolling. Holy crap, a 6-2 win. Look at all these wins, boys. Look at that 2-0 win. There we go. Oh my God. Nick Ritchie was the answer. Nick Ritchie is the truth. There's our second loss with Nick Ritchie. Our third loss comes to the Metro. I guess we just don't like playing the Metro. And the Tampa Bay Lightning have fired their head coach. Interesting. Where are the Tampa Bay Lightning, I wonder, in the standings? We're going to decline this trade. The Tampa Bay Lightning are in last in the division. They are last in the division. Tampa Bay, what happened? Oh, no. Jack. Oh, my God, Jack. Jack, chill. What did he have? 38 and... he had 37 points in, 30 games? Tampa Bay, what are they listed as? They are listed as a champion. Ooh, I wonder what it would take to get their... oh my God, their first has so much value. I'd probably have to give up like middle stat or something like that. But I still want to see what it would take to get their first. Because I know they're listed as a contender, but that is such high value for a first round pick. Plus anything I give them could like be the answer to them reshuffling everything and it working. Cousins, a third, a fourth, and a fourth. That's okay. I'm going to pass on that one. Yeah, definitely going to pass. We are still listed as a champion. Jack Eichel now has 62 points, 30 goals in 47 games. And we are, we're 18 points behind the Leafs with 2 games in hand. So the Leafs are ridiculous. We've figured that out, that the Leafs are absolutely insane. We can catch the Panthers just with 1 point. So we're realistically second in our division. So we'll go ahead and go to the trade deadline. And I don't think I need to make any trades because we've officially probably, you know what? We'll simulate here just in case there's somebody we need to scout. I don't know. There's two losses in a row, but hey, we snapped the streak with a win. St. Louis Blues have fired their head coach. Poor Blues. I don't want Evander Kane back. No, thank you. Carolina. Oh, we lose to Carolina, and they just traded for Antti Ranta, Stepan, and Granlund for their first in a prospect. Interesting. Versus the Rangers. Come on, boys. Let's keep the hot streak up. I know we've lost a couple in a row here with this break. Absolutely that is a lot of names going back and forth. Barchi, Marlowe, Pearson, and Ulivi to Arizona for Jarmelson, Fisher, Osterley, and Ryan Reeves. Hey, Demko, I know you're probably watching this. Let me know what you think about this trade. Also, you Vancouver fans and Arizona fans, if I got any of those watching. Tyler Toffoli would be a decent get. He'd replace Olofsson. In the lines, he wants to play first line, and Iafallo doesn't work, so we're going to decline that. I'm going to really just try and pay attention to scheme fit quite a bit, because obviously, when you get guys that fit the scheme and in the right... Wow, another blockbuster! Calgary has acquired Chris Kreider and Gallagher. Kreider's a natural 82 for 2 firsts and Ruzicka. Wow, Calgary's going in. All right, I see you, Calgary. James Neal. I don't know if Neal's not a high enough overall for me to take on that contract. Gusev and Gudis for Senyshyn. And a third. Interesting. And a 5-4 win there. We lose to the Stars. That sucks. And they wanted to give us back 2-4. We lose to the... Oh, shoot. 2 losses in a row. But so far, things are going really well for the team. The 2 trades seem to have... Oh, ouch. Arizona loading up. I guess. Those trades must have just jacked Arizona, through the roof. 2 first-round picks for Stahl and Brodin. Don't want to do that. And there's a loss. Shootout loss, but we get a point. So it seems like we're safely the 3rd best team in the division. Athanasiou, Filppula, a 4th and a 5th for Sami Vatanen. That is Athanasiou, I feel like, is more valuable than Vatanen, especially with the contract. I don't know. But we're getting lots of losses now. I don't know what's happening with the team. All I know is that Jack Eichel is destroying. 74 points now in 59 games. Let's go ahead and check out the stats real quick. Jack Eichel, how are you? Jack Eichel's doing very, very good. Where is Nick Ritchie? Nick Ritchie, bud, has 29 points. He's a +9, though. He has 17 points in 27 games with us. I would take that, definitely. And a +12. We definitely saved his career. What kind of pace is that? He's on pace for... let me do the math. Oh, come on. I can do it in my head. Can I? No, I can't. I'm not that smart. So he's on pace for... He'd be on pace for a 52-point pace with us. It's not bad, especially since he's going to make Skinner and Eichel do so well. Sam Reinhart's really flourishing on that second line. He's now an 87. Skinner's up to an 86. Jack Eichel's still a 91. Olofsson with 42 points. Dahlin with 37. Sheary with 39. Interesting that Connor Sheary's up there. Johansson's up there too. Risto, Middlestad's doing well. Cousins, I think his plus-minus is better. Craig Smith, how are you doing on our 4th line, bud? -3, but 8 points in 27 games. So he's on pace for what? 30 points? He was on a much better pace in Minnesota. But he was also getting like a lot more ice time there. So we'll see. Yoki Haru's a -1. Maroon's a -10. Don't know if I want to keep him. Tage Thompson is a -20. My guy. Oh man, he is really not a fit, is he? Maybe we got to find another guy for that for the bottom. But I'm gonna leave it there. We're gonna stop at the trade deadline because we still have some moves that we could potentially make. We're 20 points behind the Leafs, who are 40. Oh, the Leafs. Oh my God, the Blackhawks. They're back. The Blackhawks are back. The Leafs, though, are absolutely running away with everything. Although I shouldn't say that because the Blackhawks I have 2 games in hand and could be just 2 points behind them. Those 2 teams are absolutely ridiculous. We have hit a little bit of a rough patch here. February has not been our month per se, because we've gotten 3 wins, but we've lost 2, 4, 6. We're 3-6-1 in our last 10. That's not great. That's especially not what you want to see with the Canadians on our heels and the Bruins also down there, and the Capitals as well. So if we go ahead and take a look, though, at January, see, this is where it really hit the skids, because we were doing fantastic. I made the trade for Ritchie. We blew Arizona out of the water. Arizona made a massive trade, and they were so bad. And they still are bad. They still are very, very bad. Let's keep that. Let's keep that straight. But 1, 2, 3 wins and a loss. So 3-1, 4-1, 5-1, 6-1, 7-1, 8-1, 9-1, 10-1, 11-1, 11-2, 12-2, 12-3, 12-4, 13-4, 13-5, 14-5, 15-5. 16-5, 16-6, 16-7, 16-8, 16-9, 16-9-1, 16-10-1. So since the acquisition of Nick Ritchie and Craig Smith, we are 16-10-1, which on pace for a full season is probably about 50 wins. We're on pace for 100 points, I think. If I tried that math in my head, so you guys can go ahead and correct me in the comment section. But so that kind of pace is a 100-point pace. I would take a 100-point pace that's going to get us into the playoffs, maybe not win the division. But the good news is, hopefully, if this season we do things productively, guys like Marcus Johansson will be coming off the books. Yes, he will. And that'll open up space for Casey Middlestat to move into the second line. Cousins is really good on the third line. Jesus, Middlestat is so good on that first line. Dang it. Maybe we need to change a head coach in the offseason. I don't know. Maybe we should get rid of Middlestat for something in the offseason. Tage Thompson fits on that first and second line quite well. Yeah, see, he would move into that second line role. But he's just not good enough right now. And he's really just killing us. -20. Jesus freaking A. We need to find more guys that fit the scheme down on the bottom six. Cousins does not fit the bottom six, but Cousins does fit there. He fits more on the second line, more on the first line. I don't know what to do with Middlestat, I should say, not Cousins. But you guys let me know what I should do. That's this time. You guys let me know down in the comment section or in the Discord. Plug. What I should be doing. But make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see some more. And I will see you guys in the next one.